This is serious. This is seriously how bad a shape we're all in. This is seriously how unhealthy we all are.
Quick disclaimer, this reaction is to a extreme weight loss show that promotes extreme exercising and dieting. We do not encourage or promote extreme methods shown. Consult with a physician before beginning any weight loss plan. Hello and welcome to the Creation Motivation channel. We're talking about Biggest Loser Season 8, Episode 1 today. Just sharing some motivational content. I'm Lose and Maintain on Creation Motivation. You can follow me there. I have my weight loss journey and I share all of my struggles, all of my hurdles, or my NSVs, my achievements, my victories, as small as they are. I share those as well. And I'm watching all these shows and I'm finding little motivational things that I like and sharing them as well. But Biggest Loser, the episodes are over an hour long each, and that would just take all day to break it down. But I'll share some of the things that I found inspiring, or maybe not so inspiring, or maybe I have a conflict with, or something along those lines. And also, spoilers, if you haven't watched it. I haven't watched it all, and for sure, there will probably be spoilers. It's really hard not to see spoilers when it's all over the internet. It's years old, so there's just a lot of stuff everywhere that, I was spoiled from the first episode of Biggest Loser Australia. In one of the seasons of the USA show, the winner of Biggest Loser Australia Season 1 just comes on and talks to them. So yeah, there's going to be spoilers no matter where we go, no matter what I do. I can't avoid it. So I'm just going to jump in.
Congratulations, everyone, and welcome to The Biggest Loser. We need to have a talk. Come on up. Huddle up. You guys, this is it. This is something that very few people get in their life. Today is your second chance.
The episode starts off introducing the new contestants, and they go to the same beach that the previous season they did a marathon, 26-mile marathon with the final contestants. And they tell the new contestants that they're going to walk in their footsteps and they're going to do 1 mile of it, just 1 mile. And you can tell on the looks of some of their faces that some of them are terrified and some of them are just angry. They just look mad. And one of them actually says there's no way they could do 1 mile. And that's just too much to be expected of them right away.
Of the Biggest Loser marathon. My mind just freaked out. 1 mile? That is so hard for me. I cannot run 1 mile.
This is something you have to do for yourself.
So, yeah, this is a small little complaint I have with this show, Biggest Loser. They tend to throw a lot on these people right away. They jump into these very aggressive workouts right away, and these people are very, very, very out of shape. They're just starting out. I know the times when I'm at my highest weight. I remember that feeling, and I could never do the things that, maybe I could, but it would be very, very risky, and it's just not really good for your health. So that's just a nitpick I have with this show. But another good thing is they have Dan back from last season. They just bring him right on. So that was kind of cool to have and see. I feel like he's sort of at a disadvantage because he's already lost a lot of weight from the previous season. But, he still has a lot of weight to go. So it could go either way. But they decide to put them in this first challenge, which is 1 mile, and they're not happy about it. They start running, and you can tell they're very out of shape. A lot of them just walk, which is what I would do too. I'm not going to force myself to win this challenge, just risking my health. And, Tracy is one of the contestants. And by the way, I don't know everyone's names yet, but I'm doing my best. I'm really doing my best here. Tracy starts running really fast from the get-go. She's pushing herself. She wants a lead, but Dan quickly catches up to her and passes her, and she gets really, really upset.
4 hours a day for the last 6 months. And Tracy's beating me right now, and she's done nothing. I can't believe.
because she got all the way up this huge hill in front of everyone, but then on the downhill, he passes right by her. And that's the thing. She actually ended up pushing herself way too hard from the get-go and just running out of steam right away. There's just a point where your body's like, no more. Even if it's just a couple of minutes, if you're pushing yourself to the max and your body's not used to it, it's not good. So she definitely slowed down quite a bit. You could tell she was struggling so much. And by the end of the race, unfortunately, she collapses.
Oh, God. You okay? My legs are jelly. Oh. Okay, come on. 34. Good job. My first challenge on The Biggest Loser was harder than I thought it was going to be. But I'm definitely ready for the next challenge. Bring it on.
She falls down, and it seems like at first she's just really relieved to be done, and everyone's congratulating her and cheering her on. But then all of a sudden, things just kind of take a turn, and she, it looks like she passes out. Like, you can tell from the look on her face. Her face is very white.
I'm crawling. Crawl? Yes.
Tracy was only 100 yards away from the finish line. We knew that if she didn't finish the race, that she would be devastated.
I'm here next to you, Tracy. You're so close. Stand up, Trace. 1, 2. Legs. Get
The legs.
Her legs are jello. Like, there was nothing there.
You can do this.
She had nothing left except for heart.
It looks like maybe she fainted or she had like a heat reaction. I've actually gone through that before, where it was so hot and we were moving around and I didn't have enough water. And your body just kind of faints on itself. It's like heat stroke. So it looks like that's what she went through, but they don't really explain it right away. They just take her to the hospital in a helicopter.
Tracy needs help. We looked back out as a group and we're like, you know what, Tracy, she's not moving.
I'm crawling.
But it was kind of nice to see the community come together. They all went over and supported her and helped her to reach the finish line. Because I think at the very end, she was actually the last person to cross. But everyone went back to help her. But the moment that she collapsed, that's when everything changed.
This is serious. This is seriously how bad a shape we're all in. This is seriously how unhealthy we all are.
They had to call a helicopter to pick Tracy up off the beach and take her to a hospital. It blew us away because that could have been any one of us.
I was really worried about her. And this just goes to show it's really not a good idea to jump into things way too fast. You need to test your body. You need to talk to your doctor first, depending on your health and where you're at and what size you are. And just everyone is different. So you need to talk to your doctor first and foremost and investigate what's going to be the best plan for you starting out and really ease into it with baby steps. If you feel like you have a lot of energy, you can do more. Just make sure you're listening to your body's signals and push. It really looks like she just really wanted to win this race. And, you know, Biggest Loser is very cutthroat and they expect you to push yourself to the max. Otherwise, you're not going to get chosen. Otherwise, you're going to get voted out. Otherwise, you're going to get kicked out. And that's something I just really don't like about this show. But why do I watch it? Because it does have a lot of motivation in it. It has a lot of encouragement. It really shows a lot of good advice. There is some bad advice, but there's a lot of good stuff in it as well. So it just, like I said, slow and steady wins the race. Take it easy, one step at a time. Don't rush into a whole 1 mile race where you're pushing yourself to the max. You do not have to max out right away to lose weight. I know this because I'm not at a big fitness level. I'm not as young as I used to be. And so I kind of hover around walking, slight jogging in my workouts, and I'm losing weight. Granted, it's slow and steady, and that's probably because of my food issues, but I like to go slow and steady to win the race.
Our stories. I was scared. I was scared to tell people where I'd come from, where I'd been, because I didn't want them to see it as a sign of weakness.
Later on in the episode, after she's taken to the hospital, They choose their partners. Dan chooses Shay, and Shay is the highest weighing woman in the house, and he connects with her because he started off as the highest weight in the previous season, so he chose her as his partner, which I thought was very nice of him. A lot of the times in these shows, they will pick the tallest, heaviest guy because they know that they will lose faster than their female counterparts. And I don't know if that's just a hormonal issue or what it is, but it's kind of a bit of unfairness. And it's not exactly the pounds, but they will have higher body weight percentage losses as well. So it's a little unfair, but they've corrected some things. By switching to body fat percentage, it makes it a little more fair. Like the first 2 seasons, oh my gosh, I could not believe how unfair that was. They were just going off of pounds. But that's a rant for another day, and I don't want to ramble. They also talk to Abby, and I'm slowly learning these people's names, but Abby talks about who she is. They're all introducing themselves to choose each other, by the way. She talks about how she has her little baby, and she has 3 kids, and her husband. They were all gone immediately because they got into an accident, unfortunately, and she was in tears, and it was just this really sad moment. It really got to me.
2.5 years ago, I had the most wonderful husband, 5.5-year-old daughter, and a 2.5-week-old son. On October 13th, 2006, they were all killed in a car accident.
And that just made me think about how life can change in an instant, and you have to learn how to cope with life and also stay healthy at the same time. And this is a big part maintenance in your life as well. So it'll be interesting to see how the trainers help her deal with that and help her lose weight in spite of these feelings and this connection to trauma in your life.
It's going to be unstoppable.
I think there's going to be a lot of blood.
That gym, there's going to be blood on the wall.
Day 1. Hey,
Oh,
loser.
strong, cross, and puck.
And the episode wraps up. Well, it's not wrapping up, but this is the first part of the episode. It ends with the first workout, where they call it fight or flight workout. And they are just so hard on them. They really push them to the max. They push them so hard, they want them to throw up. They want them to get sick and be ill. And when that happens, they say, oh, you're actually working hard. You're doing good. I don't believe in that. But with how much pressure is on them to lose weight by the end of the season and everything, I get it. It's part of the show, but still I can see why that is viewed as very toxic. These workouts are a lot like Insanity. Insanity is this crazy workout that I've been doing a couple times a week, and it puts you to the max as well. And I think it's a good thing to challenge your body and put yourself to the max. But it's not good to do it all the time, every day, for hours on end, like this show presents. But at the end, Jillian is doing the workout with, I think it's Shay, and she tells her something along the lines of, no one can help you do this but you. And that really resonated with me, and that's what I want to kind of end this video on, is that no one can help you but yourself. Yes, you can have community support, but as you can see in a lot of these shows, some of these patients and contestants and people that are heavy, they have a ton of support, especially in Doctor now. They'll have their family on their side and cooking for them and stuff, but they still won't lose weight, or they'll just keep gaining. And it's because mentally they don't want to do it. They're just not ready to do it. You have to be ready in your own mind, and you have to be your own cheerleader as well, and you have to push yourself, and you have to get excited about it for yourself and motivate yourself as well as other people supporting you. It's kind of like a puzzle that fits together. It's a bigger part of the picture, and when you have the whole picture, it's great. If you have one piece, please let it be the piece where you are motivating yourself and giving yourself confidence, because you need to believe in yourself and push yourself every day persistently. I say that all the time, and I will say it forever and ever. But I'm going to wrap this up. So thank you so much for tuning in. If you made it this far, thank you, thank you, thank you. Happy goal getting. Join the community. It's free. And happy motivating. Bye.